I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And welcome back to Make Me a Fan. Today, we are recapping match number 5 of Thanksgiving Throwdown from Rogue Wrestling. Happened the night before Thanksgiving. If you missed it, you suck. You should have been there. It was fantastic. But we're going to talk about it, and you can watch it on YouTube or Facebook, however they distribute it. But when it comes out, it's going to be fantastic. However, today, you're watching this. Today, we're talking about Ruby Raze versus Vipress for a spot in the final and the spot in the main event for the championship. And this match was interesting. I'm going to say it was interesting because it wasn't a back and forth kind of a spectacle like what we saw with Chris Bay versus Matt Cross. It wasn't back and forth like Brian Cage versus Hammerstone. This was kind of a one-sided affair, and I'll tell you why. It started off a little different, and if you're watching and you see hashtag Pete's Pics, Vipress is standing in the background with something in her hand. Pete, tell them what we're looking at.
She came at Ruby with a chair. She had already had a long match with Hawk Aries, and she was trying to get this over with quick, but man, oh man, Ruby was not having it. She grabbed that chair and just threw it out of the way.
I respect Vipress for her strategy. Vipress didn't even get an entrance, okay? Ruby came out all of a sudden. Vipress came out with the chair, but Ruby wasn't having it. She was able to stop the chair, and she was able to stop Vipress. She put her in the ring, and I mean, I have a couple clips. She chopped this woman down like a redwood. I mean, chop after chop, stomps, and this was basically a squash match. And that's not to disrespect Vipress. Vipress already put in heavy work earlier in the night to maintain and retain, her tag team title. So Vipress was looking for an advantage, of course. But yeah, I mean, Ruby, there's that chop. Dear mother of pearl.
Look at that one. Look at that one right there. You can actually see the contact in the body.
Hashtag Pete's Pics for the win. Vipress, I have to say this to you. I had never seen you wrestle before. And you were isolated in the tag match. You were kind of squashed in this match. But I have the utmost respect for you because you worked your tail off. You sold it like a million. You sold it like a Rolex salesman. I mean, it was fantastic. It was great. I think you're fantastic. I can't wait to see what you do next. She's at AWS, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going. You're going.
Yes.
So he will see you tomorrow. I might tomorrow as of this recording. But that was fantastic. So Vipress, I don't want to disrespect you by saying it was a squash match, but I believe that was a story that you were trying to tell.
Especially kind of leading into
the main event. Yeah. This was great. This was fantastic, and I think Vipress is awesome. Ruby, of course, is always awesome. We talked about Ruby a lot in the bar wrestling video when we had the series of elimination events. Ruby's great. We're big fans of Ruby. I just want to show some love to Vipress because this wasn't, she didn't get a whole lot of offense in on this one.
And with that said, I would say, guys, head on over to Twitch, look up Hood Slam, and look up Glam. Vipress has an amazing storyline with Buggy Nova and Nurse Ratchet, and a bunch of really cool stuff with Heather Monroe and the Star and Moon Keys and the Door and everything. So if any of that sounds interesting, it should be. It's actually really compelling stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Go over to Hood Slam, check those guys out. They always have something live every Friday night.
Well, and also Vipress earlier in the night here at Rogue Wrestling, she had that tag team match with Priscilla Kelly. And she was isolated for a lot of that match. But when she mounted a comeback, she had that big dive off the top rope. She had that finish with the chair. It was fantastic.
She's a star.
Like, Vipress, you're amazing. I'm a fan. I can't wait to see you at the next show. This match is kind of hard to talk about because it was basically a squash match. But Ruby did her thing. She got the W, and she moved on to the main event. So speaking of main event, that's tomorrow's video.
It is.
All right. So tomorrow you need to come back and watch and see who was crowned champion Wednesday night at Rogue Wrestling's Thanksgiving Throwdown. However, before you go, I want to tell you how to make sure you never miss a Make Me a Fan episode. Actually, Pete's going to tell you. Pete, tell them what to do.
Well, so right below this video, there's a box that you can sometimes every once in a while use the bionic elbow on.
Yes,
it's the subscribe button.
The subscribe button, yes. You need to elbow that sucker.
And then you want to ring the bell that's right next to it, and then you'll actually get a notification when things post. But psst, spoiler alert, it's 9 a.m. every day PST. You're going to see net new content.
Pacific time, yes. So if you're on the East Coast, it's lunchtime. On your lunch hour, watch a video. If you're on the West Coast, when you get to work and you don't want to work, watch us instead. So tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, you'll see a new video. But please, bionic elbow that subscribe button. Please follow us on social media at MakeMeAFan316 for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And we will see you tomorrow for the main event of the evening.
Thank you.
Later.